Hi, my dear students. Myself Sushil. I am continuing the topic on module 1, that is bricks. So, the topic masonry. First, we should know about the composition of the masonry. What are the materials used in the masonry? What are the ingredients used for the construction of the masonry? So, the first material is bricks. So, in this bricks, we will discuss about history of bricks, types of the modern bricks, raw materials for the bricks, sizes of the bricks, orientation of bricks, properties of bricks, uses of bricks, why we need to choose the bricks, and disadvantages and classifications, and most important classification of burnt clay bricks. So these are the most preferable questions asked in the examinations in the previous years. So first one, history of bricks. What do you mean by history of bricks? So bricks are one of the most oldest building materials. As we expect in the world, the bricks is made up of mud molded by the hand and which is dried, oven dried. At the year of 700 BC Christ, the bricks have been invented. The oldest discovered bricks, originally made from the shaped mud and dating to 7500 BC, were from tall asphalt upper Tigris region and in southeast Anatolia, close nearby. Other more than the recent findings dated between the 7000 and 6395. So these are the basic information about the bricks. So just go through this. The most important is history of the bricks. So usually it is started in the earlier the civilization is started in Europe. So from the Europe the bricks have been invented. In the middle ages of the brick construction become a popular in northern Europe. After that, so northern western Italy dependent on the brick architecture, the brick project has been improved. So the production of the bricks increased massively in the onset of industrial revolution, the rise of the factors building in England. So this the bricks having a more weightages. The transmission, the transition from the traditional method of production to non-hand molding is the year of 1855 Middlesex, England. It was capable producing a 25,000 bricks daily with a minimal supervision. So these are not important for the examination purpose, but this is just brief history about the bricks. And this one is the most important types of modern bricks. Total how many types of modern bricks are there? First one, common burnt clay bricks. So see this is the example for common burnt clay bricks. So you can see in the normal days or in live you can see this. Next, sand lime bricks. As the name indicates, sand lime. In this brick which is made up by sand as well as a lime. So you can call this as a calcium silicate bricks. Calcium silicate bricks. So and the third one, engineering bricks. So in engineering bricks, you can see here the bricks have been made into holes. So this one is called as an engineering bricks. In detail, you will learn this one. Next one, concrete bricks. So this you can see the picture of the concrete brick. This brick is made up by concrete with the help of cement, sand, aggregates, fine aggregates, which is developed. And the next one, fly ash bricks. So as the name indicates fly ash, while constructing the bricks, the main ingredient which is used is fly ash. And the next one, fire clay bricks. Fire clay bricks. Fire clay bricks is nothing but here the completely utilization of the clay and which is clay has been given to the heat for the particular heat that is known as a fire clay bricks. And this one is the most advanced technologies in the bricks, that is autoclaved aerated concrete bricks. So in this type the concrete blocks have been autoclaved which is aerated. And the next one is hollow bricks. So as the name indicates hollows, the bricks have been made to a force holes. These are called as a hollow bricks. Next, raw materials of the bricks. What are the raw materials used for the bricks? That is for common burnt and mud bricks, mixture of loam, mud, sand, water is mixed with the binding materials such as a rice husk as straw. This is known as an Manufacture of common burnt clay mud bricks. So next, sand lime bricks. As the name indicates, sand lime. While construction of the bricks, silica sand and quick lime water have been used for this type of the bricks. Next one, concrete bricks. So the concrete is nothing but cement, sand, aggregator. So here the Portland cement, water, sand, and gravel have been used. Next, fly ash bricks. So fly ash basically is nothing but which is generated from the thermal coal industry. The ash generated in the thermal power plant is called as an fly ash. So the fly ash, river, sand, or stone, dust, sludge, lime, hydrated lime, gypsum cement. These are used for the fly ash bricks. And the next one, fire clay bricks. So in fire clay bricks, the normal mud sample which is with a higher alumina content and which is subjected to a heat. That type of the brick is called as an fire clay bricks. Next one, autoclaved aerated concrete bricks. So in this type of the bricks, fly ash, sand, limestone, powder, cement, gypsum, aluminum has been made into a paste and which is aerated by autoclaved. So this will be having a light weight. Next one, hollow bricks. In this type of hollow bricks, Portland cement stone chips of 0.5 mm sandstone has been utilized for the manufacture of this type of the bricks. Next, size of the bricks. What are the standard size of the bricks? This is the most common question you will be asked in the examination as well as the interview part and the common thing to be remember for a civil engineer. Standard model size of the brick is length is 190 mm, width is 90 mm, height is 90 mm. If you wanted to say in terms of inches, 9 inch by 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch. So for a non-modular size, 230 by 110 by 70, 230 by 110 by 30. In the eastern part of India, 250 by 125 75 has been used as the standard size. Used in the other parts of India is as per the regulations 230 by 115 by 75. Sir, sir, सुनील से वाइस क्या करा कर वो habit matter habit matter ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಕತ್ತಾರ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ ಸರ್ ಸುನೀಲ್ ಶ್ರೀವಾಸ್ತವ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇವರು ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಸರ್ ನೀವು ನಗ್ಬಾಡ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಸರ ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ 4 ಗಂಟೆ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಸರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿವಸ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ ಈಗಲ್ಲ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತ ಅಂತಂದೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿವಸ ಬರೀ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀರ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀರಾ ಓಕೆ most common empirical size of bricks is nothing but 222 mm length, 106 mm width, 73 mm height. And for the especially for sand lime bricks, the size have been different 190 by 90 by 90 and 190 by 90 by 40. This is similar to the first one, standard modular bricks. Next, size of the bricks for concrete bricks. For concrete bricks, the size have been 390, 190 and 190. Length is 390 mm, width is 190 mm, height is 190 mm. For concrete bricks, we have already seen the different types of the sizes of the bricks. And especially for fly ash bricks, the size of the brick is 230 mm by 150 mm by 120 mm. So these are the various sizes. These sizes are recommended by Bureau of Indian Standards. For especially for fly clay bricks, 229 mm, 114 mm width, and 64 or 32 mm height. Uh, while referring these type of the brick sizes, the autoclaved bricks having a more size. You can see here, the width is length is 600 mm, width is 200 mm, and height is 100 to 300 mm. For hollow bricks, almost equal to the concrete bricks, but the weight of the bricks have been reduced. So that's why you can call this as an hollow bricks. Next, orientation of the brick. So how you can decide the size and dimensions of the bricks you can. So this type of the face you can call this as a stretcher, and this one is you can call it as an header. So shiner, roll-off, sailor, soldier. So these are the orientations of the bricks. You can see one by one. Stretcher or stretching of brick. A brick laid flat and its long narrow side is exposed, which is called as a stretcher. So this one is a stretcher. A brick laid flat with its long narrow side exposed. Next, header and heading brick. A brick laid flat with its width exposed is called as a header. Next, soldier. So a brick laid vertically with its long narrow side exposed. So you can see the figure here, soldier. So this type of the model called as a soldier. Next, sailor. A brick laid vertically with the broad face of the brick exposed is called as a sailor. Next, roll of a brick laid on the long narrow side with the sharp end of the brick is exposed, which is called as a roll. Next, shiner or roll stretcher. A brick laid on the long narrow side with the broad faces is called as a brick exposed. So these are the orientations of the bricks. Next one, properties of the bricks. What are the properties of the bricks? How you will define the achieve the required properties? A good brick should be able to resist the effects of weathering agencies like a temperature, rain, etc. Good brick should be resistance to the temperature as well as the all weathering actions. Next, color. Color should be uniform. It should be red or it should be a gray or it should be a big, but its color should be uniform because the color dependent on the ingredients used and the type of the material used. Next, shape. Bricks should have plain faces. They should have a sharp and true right angled corner and uniform in shape. The brick should have a plain faces. Next, size. A brick should be standard sizes of prescribed by codes. The brick should be in a standard size. As already discussed, the sizes of the bricks, the brick should be having a standard sizes. Next, texture. They should possess a fine, dense, uniform texture. They should not possess us fissures, cavities, loose grips, and unburnt lines. Soundness. When the struck with the hammer or with other brick, it should produce a metal ringing sound. This type of the bricks is called as an good for the construction. Next, hardness. The brick should be sufficiently hard. Finger, nail scratching should not be produced any impression on the brick. So this type of the brick is called as a hardness, which is good for the construction purpose. Next one, strength. Crushing strength of the brick should not be less than 3.5 Newton per mm square. For the test for the strength as when the drop for a height of 0.9 to 1 meter, which is not meter, and the brick should not be break. Next, water absorption. After immersion the brick for 24 hours, the water should not be absorbed with the 20% of the weight for first class brick. For second class brick, it should not be absorbed more than 22%. Next, efflorescences. A brick should not show white patches when it's soaked into a water for 24 hours and then allowed to dry in a shade. White patches are due to presence of the sulfates, calcium, magnesium, and potassium. They are masonry permanently in a down of wet conditions. Next, thermal conductivity. A brick should be having a low thermal conductivity, but it should resistance to the heat, but the conductivity should be very less, so that the building will burn with the cool in a manner. Next one, sound insulation. Heavier bricks are poor insulator of sound, while lightweight bricks, hollow bricks are good sound insulation. Next one, fire resistance. Fire resistance of brick is usually good. In fact, the bricks are used to encase a steel columns to protect the form fire. Next, uses of the bricks. So this one is the most important topic. What are the uses of the bricks in the examination? They may be asked. So in this uses of the bricks, we can see as a structural unit, since the clay or burnt bricks are strong, hard, durable, resistive to abrasion and fire. Therefore, they are used as a structural material in the different structures. So the building, bridges, foundations, arches, pavements and footpath, roads, drains, tunnels. As an aesthetic unit, while considering the aesthetic unit, the bricks of different colors, sizes, orientations are to be used to get a different surface. So while referring the bricks for a bridges and the roads, it should not be matter. But when we are considering the brick for a aesthetic purpose, the size and orientation of the brick should be good. Next, the bricks are metallurgy and the glass industries are often used for the lining the furnaces. So for furnaces, the lining the bricks are most essential, and the bricks are used for a prepare a brick giant. Next, manufacture of surki. In case of the manufacture of surki, the powder is required. That powder is drawn from the surki bricks. Next, construction of brick retaining walls. Why we choose a brick? So Because of the clay bricks naturally energy efficient, these will be eco-friendly for the climatic conditions and it will be resistant to the heat. The building may be has a exponential thermal pass properties. So this will be ability to store the heat and then slowly releases. So in case of the summer, the bricks may be cool during the hottest part of the day. That's why the bricks are most useful. And the clay brick is the most sustainable green building material which is having a countless recycling options. So the bricks can be crushed brick for a sub-base materials as a chipped brick materials for a landscaping mulch. And the bricks offers lasting value. It doesn't dent tear by the termites. So this will be resistance against termites attacks with the bricks are most commonly used building materials. And brick absorbs the noise, giving a acoustic advantages over the materials. Bricks are cheaper, lighter, and a normal concrete as well compared to the RCC, which are enabled to lesser dead load and it gives the strength to the structures. So this results in the economic design of the structures. So the brickwork needs a only the masons, not a reinforced RCC or a skilled labor. So with the help of the minimum knowledge of the construction, we can construct the buildings with the help of bricks. And the next one, it is easy to alter and modify the brick when the comparing to the concrete elements. For demolishing of brick structures, it is a very easy and less time consuming for economic. And the next one, the bricks are hard and durable, and the bricks are economical. Raw materials is easily available, and the bricks are highly resistant, and which gives the compressive strength is good enough for the ordinary constructions. And while continuing the maintenance cost, the bricks having a very less maintenance cost with the different orientations and different surface structures, we can give a aesthetic purpose also. Scrap value for a brick. So reusable and a recycled bricks having a more scrap value. So it can be used for a waterproofing and slope for a buildings or a soap pits. Next one, disadvantages of bricks, which is a time-consuming construction and which cannot be used for a high seismic zones. As the seismic zones is most vulnerable to the attacking, in such cases we need to go for a RCC. So with the help of bricks, we cannot construct a high-rise buildings, and which is very having less tensile strength and more in compressive strength. So whenever the tensile forces is more, so the bricks are not predominantly used. Since the brick absorbs water easily, so efflorescences can be exposed to the air. So the rough surface of brick causes growth if not properly cleaned. Next, classifications of the bricks. So the classifications of the bricks can be continued in the next class. Due to the shortage of time, cannot continue. Okay, I will upload the video in the Google Classroom as well. So if you want, you can go through this, and I will share the notes also. Thank you. Thank you for watching.